Welcome everyone to the House for More Politics. November 8th, we vote for the next president of the United States of America. And with this country dealing with so much, the national debt, wars, poverty, race relations, we have to concern ourselves with one of the most important things that may affect this country for the next 50, if not 100 years. And that is Supreme Court nominations. Up until about February or March of this year, we had a total of 9 Supreme Court justices. But with the tragic loss of Justice Antonin Scalia, we're now down to 8. Can we put an X on him now? Okay, thanks. Now, President Obama has nominated Judge Merrick Garland. He's the Chief Judge of the United States Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit. But, of course, Republicans are blocking the nomination. And I think the reason why they're blocking this nomination is because he's already got Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor on the bench. They don't want to give him a third judge. For those who don't know, the L is for liberal. Okay, Ruth Bader Ginsburg is also a liberal judge. What the hell is my L? Sweet. I thought she was going to retire between 2012 and 2016, but I guess not. But there's a strong possibility she may retire between 2016 and 2020. So if she retires, the next president gets to add to the Supreme Court. And presidents love to add justices to the Supreme Court. It solidifies their legacy. And if Ruth Bader Ginsburg retires, she's already 83 now. If she retires, the next president can add. So let's just assume Hillary gets it. So let's keep that L where it's at. Stephen Breyer. Let's get an L by him. Sweet. Stephen Breyer is another liberal judge appointed by Bill Clinton in 1994. So he's been on the bench for 23 years. He may retire between 2016 and 2020. He might not, but he just may. And the next president can choose. He's a liberal now, so let's go ahead and keep the L there. You're going to see where I'm going in a minute. Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas is in his late 70s, I think. He was appointed under George H.W. Bush, and there's been rumors going around that he may retire. So if he retires between 2016 and 2020, that's another seat that can be replaced. Let's go ahead and put a C by him. Anthony Kennedy. Anthony Kennedy is a conservative judge. Let's give him a C. He was appointed under Reagan back in the 80s. This man is 80 years old. So he may retire in the next 4 years. So the next president can replace him. Okay, and to speed this up just a little bit faster, Chief Justice John Roberts and Samuel Alito was appointed under George W. Bush. So they're fairly young. They're going to be there for a while. So let's just go ahead and move on to my final point. Now, as you can see, the court right now is tied 4-4. The Republicans do not want to give Merrick Garland even a hearing. Now, the Constitution says they're supposed to advise and consent, or advise and give their consent to the president. They're not even trying to do that, so they're violating their constitutional oath. They want to wait till after the election. Well, Hillary Clinton looks like she's going to run away with this thing, especially after the sexual allegations that's coming against Donald Trump. Well, let's say Hillary Clinton gets it. She's going to appoint whomever she wants. It might be Merrick Garland. It might not. She may find another liberal judge. I think Merrick Garland is in his late 50s. Excuse me. She may appoint someone younger than him. So let's go ahead and replace Justice Scalia with an L. Justice Ginsburg retires. So let's keep that an L. Justice Stephen Breyer retires. So let's keep him an L. Justice Kennedy retires. So let's change him to L. And if Justice Thomas resigns, let's change him to L too. So now you see what Hillary can do just with the Supreme Court in her first 4 years. Imagine if she had 8. Now, flip everything I just said and put Donald Trump in the White House and think about what the Supreme Court will look like for the next 4 years. And when you put them on the bench, it can affect policy for the next 20, 30, 50 years or more. Think about that when you go and vote this November 8th. Until the next video, guys, Peace. And I mean it.